What's going on, WP Forward Land? This is Kurt. I'm going to be showing you some more mass page creation for local services. This is going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, educational, and you're going to love it. One of the things that we're going to be talking about today is utilizing Google Docs. So let's get to it. All right. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be discussing how to use Google Docs to create 50 blog posts for a surrounding area. Let's say we'll pick a city, we'll pick a state, we'll pick a service, we'll pick our service range, and we'll go from there. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and present my screen here real quick and bring up the entire screen and share. So this is the Google Sheet. And what we're going to be looking at here is right here we have the service type. So in this case, right now we have electrician, we have New York, New York. Service range, this is in miles. And then the business name, the telephone number, a short bio for the business. So the other information, we just leave it alone. We don't need to worry about that. So let's go ahead and instead of electrician, let's choose florist. You're going to notice here on the image URL, it's already starting to change over to florist. And let's do St. Louis. And service range 10 miles is fine. We're going to change this to Meyer Florist. And been in business since the Garden of Eden and beyond. We love to see things grow. Not flowers. All right, we're just going to leave that as is. So now that we have that, we have the service type, we have the location, the service range, the name of the business, their telephone number, and a little bit of a business bio. We're going to click on city names. So we're asking ChatGPT or OpenAI at this point in time, give us a list of cities within 10 miles of St. Louis, Missouri, and it's going to list them all out here, 50 of them. Done. That's already updated. So now we're going to do the zip codes. We're just going to click on the column header, and it's going to give us the zip codes for each one of these areas. And then as soon as that's done, we're going to ask for a unique point or a unique blurb about each one of these cities. So the zip codes are now done. We're going to do the unique point about the cities, because this is going to help customize and localize the content for your posts that you're going to be creating. So it's already creating some of these. And we don't need to read it. We're just going to go ahead and assume everything's good and keep on moving down the road on this. And as soon as they're finished, then we're going to do the almost a blog post. It's going to write the majority of it for us, but we need to finalize it. And that's what this last blog post one is for. So as soon as this one's done, we're going to do almost a blog post. We're just moving down the line. Everyone's done. Click here, and it's going to start writing almost a blog post. Now, these are going to try to create a table of contents. It's also going to create an FAQ. The table of contents are going to be interlinked inside of the individual post. And then, of course, the FAQ is going to be schema valid. I'm waiting for this to finish. See, some of these are already starting. I'm going to scroll wide over. It'll take just a minute or two. But how long would it take you to write 50 blog posts, all customized for the local cities that you're writing them for? Now, I noticed this one that went error. No big deal because of the Chrome extension, or not the Chrome extension, the spreadsheet, Google Sheet extension that we're using is GPT for Sheets and Docs. We're going to go ahead and open that up while we're waiting for everything to finish. Because what we're going to do is, as soon as this column is done, I've noticed that there's a couple of them that's showing errors. There is a formula control that says refresh GPT formulas, the ones that errored out. So it's going to retry those. So we're going to wait until everything's finished, and then we're going to do that. Just taking it step by step. And it's not that difficult. It takes just a few minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 errored out, 5 errored out. So we're just going to click this refresh GPT formulas, errors only. And you're going to notice that they are going to go blank and then loading again. And it's telling OpenAI, please go ahead and run this. And then usually it will take care of that. Two left, almost done. One left, done. So now we're going to write the blog posts. We're going to run that. And basically what this is doing is fixing the formatting. So that should be done here in just a moment. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to come over to Markdown to HTML. And this is just to demonstrate you don't need to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these, and then I'm going to paste the content in here as soon as it's finished. Not quite finished yet. Here we go. So we have the table of contents, the Flores and Clayton, about Clayton FAQ. You can see that their business name is bolded. We have the telephone number, their name again. We have an image, which should be quite easily to find. But yes, looks like a florist. And it gives a little bit of blurb about Clayton. And then, of course, it goes into FAQ, floral arrangements, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That is the blog post. It is customized for the individual one. So what we're going to do is highlight this, and I'm just going to refresh this in selection because some of those did not finish the way I wanted them. So I'm just going to continue on and get them to where they are finishing the way I want. And then while we're at it, we can go ahead and write the blog titles because that's based upon this column. So what happens is when we start this off, it creates the city names, and then it grabs the zip codes for each one of the cities in those area. And then from here, it creates a unique point for each one of these cities. And then this creates a article based upon this, based upon the bio, based upon the service information, creates the post. Then once that post is created, we can then come here and create the blog post here. just as you see there. Let me copy this again. And Clayton. And that is Clayton. Let's do this one here. And that's Kirkwood. You can see the information here. Kirkwood is bolded. We have the florist information here. You can see how beneficial this is going to be. So now we have, looks like all of those are done. We have the blog title, we have the image. So we are completely done. All that we need to do now is to export this out to a CSV, and then we can utilize this inside of WP Horde. So that is it. Matter of fact, if we hover over this and we click on Florist and Kirkwood, you're going to notice that it jumps right down to that section. We click on FAQ, it jumps down to that FAQ section. So that proves that it does interlink inside of the blog post itself. You can do much more than this, but this is just a demonstration of how to utilize this, how to grab the actual content. And this is going to be for everyone who is utilizing WP Horde at, show you exactly what level that you need to be at. You need to be at the 50 WordPress site or higher. So if you purchase the 10, you won't get access to this. But if you're at the 50, 100, 500, or 1,000, you will get access to this. I will be adding the link to this inside the members area by the end of today. I appreciate your time. Take care.